1, 2, 3.
The bigger picture. That is what you Hollywood stands for.
I push myself every single day to make videos. Every single one matters.
Beyond anything else.
Are you ready for the entertainer? Me, Tommy NC 2010.
Well, I'm Jack Tenny from the JoogSquad. I pretty much just like to have as much fun as humanly possible all the time with me and all of my friends, and just spread positivity and laughter and inspire people to be themselves. That's pretty much what we're all about.
Wow. Now, what is exactly do you? I've watched some of your videos. Now, explain. Let the people know what you do exactly on your channel. What is the stuff that makes your channel zing exactly? Why? And then don't take this as an insult. Why does it? Why is it that you have over 1 million subs? What draws people into you? Do you think?
It was mainly pranks. We started off with doing a lot of pranks, and oh, pouring it up there, Tommy. I started with pranks. I made videos for about 5 years before I got any solid traction in YouTube. And this video I did Slenderman prank on Clearwater Beach. It actually ended up getting like 300,000 views in the first 2 weeks, which was amazing to me. And then worked its way up to 1 million, and that got me to my first 10,000 subscribers. And it took about 5.5 years to get to 10,000 subscribers, and then a year after that we went from 10K to 100K, and then 2 years after that we went from 100K to 1 million. And it was really all on pranks. That was the main reason for the channel blowing up. We did a lot of stunts that got views too, but it all started with pranks, and then we moved to stunts and vlogs, and now we kind of just do whatever we think is fun.
Was that one of your friends that just?
That just what?
There was a gentleman that was in here. Was he one of your people?
I don't know. I put a link on to see if people would join in.
Oh no, Jack. No, Jack. Oh, you didn't share the. Oh my gosh, I'm not mad at you, but dude, you should have shared the Google Plus link.
I thought I shared the one that was just to share the event. I might have done it wrong. All right, I deleted it. I'll fix it. I'm trying to figure it out now. Do you have? It was just on Twitter. It's only been up for a couple minutes. What do I? How do I get my fans to see this? What link do I use?
You go to the Tommy NC 2010 live page. But first of all, you delete the Google Plus link off your Twitter.
I'll put the link to the broadcast in our Google Plus chat.
Okay, cool.
Oh my gosh, because if people start hopping in here, it's going to go insane. People will start saying stuff. We don't want people to say that. I want this to be a professional interview with you.
We need to keep it hype, though. It'll be nice and hype if somebody comes in. But the thing is, over on the left-hand side of your screen, Jack, there should be a icon. It should be there's like a list of icons there on the left that give you different tools to work with inside of Google Plus Hangouts.
Yeah, there we go.
The chat? Okay, so the link's in there.
TommyTalks interview, JoogSquad. All right, cool, I got it.
Now, is it Jug or Joog?
It's Jug, actually, like a jug of water.
Like a jug of, like the thing you put liquor inside of, like what the country people drink
apparently the drink ring right in front of you right now.
Yes, live here from the drink rink. I'm Tommy NC 2010, and you're watching the one and only. I'm not getting tipsy. This is Kool-Aid.
He's getting his lean on.
All right, now I have the real link on Twitter, and hopefully this will work better.
Now, did you delete the Google Plus link off your Twitter?
I deleted that immediately. Don't worry.
Hopefully nobody retweeted it.
People may have, but now I got the serious one, so let's see if people jump in here pretty quickly. Tell me if the view count goes up.
Okay, it went up 12. Um, it's at 12 right now, but that's not important about the views. It's what the most important thing is about this interview, dude. About
Exactly.
you being here and finding out who is Jack Tendy and why
Tenny.
does Tenny?
Yeah,
Yes,
get it
and
right
then
or pay the price.
yeah, and okay, I'll ask you one question. What now? You being such a big guy here on YouTube, um, it's you know, you be a big guy here on YouTube. What got you interested in my channel exactly?
I had seen your clips going viral. Like I saw you on Tosh, and I saw you a couple times before that, just randomly online. And then I saw Leafy's video, and then H3H3's video. And after I saw H3H3's video, I kind of had a problem with Leafy and what he was doing at that time anyway. And because H3H3 Ethan, he had such a solid standpoint on it. I just kind of wanted to jump in and voice my opinion on internet bullying because it's been something I've been talking about in the past actually for a really long time. And I don't know, it just seemed like a good topic to touch on because you're a really happy guy and a really positive guy, and I like that about you. And everybody's saying Leafy didn't know this and didn't know that, but the fact is, his harsh words and what he said created that impact, and that was the real point, that like he really hurt you and a bunch of other people by doing what he did. And regardless of the fact that he knew the details, it's still something that happened because of his carelessness, and I didn't agree with that, so I made a video on it, like I always do.
I have a question for you. H3H3 made his video. You know what's interesting? He has never contacted me at all just to talk with me on a personal level. And you think that H3H3 just used that as a story to get views, or do you think he actually cared about me as a person when he did the story?
I don't think. I mean, everybody that makes videos wants to get views, but Ethan has done some really amazing things in the community, like with the Fair Use Protection Act. That's really an amazing thing, and him calling out Syndicate on basically promoting kids to gamble, and Tyler Martin. I think honestly, I think he's a very genuine guy. I think that he is kind of in his own world in what he does. Like that's his main focus, is making his videos and his content and doing all that stuff. So I don't think he used you for views. I think he's definitely a genuine person because he always touches on topics that are actually really important and things that like absolutely should not go on. And whether you wanted to do it for views or not, there's still millions of people that were impacted in a positive way by what he did. So I think all in all, it's really great what he's doing when it comes down to it.
All right. Now, I've watched your channel. I've done some studying on your channel, and I've watched it. Now, I understand that you kind of got into a fuzzle with the local police there, because somebody misunderstood that you had it was just a GoPro, and they thought it was a gun. And my question is, why did you wait, dude? Why didn't you just leave? I was scratching my head. I'm like, Jack, don't wait for the cops, dude. Leave. I'm like, because if it was like a misunderstanding, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And then it's just like, but you waited for the cops. What made you think to wait for the cops, Jack? Exactly, Art. Just curious.
Well, because I didn't think that what we were doing was a big deal at all. I thought it was just, a prank, and I didn't think that they had called them and said there was a gun laser. And to be honest, I wanted the fake money back because that prop money is not cheap, and I thought it was going to be a very easy, simple situation. They said they were calling the cops, and they said the cops would give me the money back, so I was just like, all right, I'll hang around and get the money back. And then, of course, it escalates out of control, and I don't know, I guess if I didn't stay, the video wouldn't have been near as good, so there's that.
I find it interesting, like, when they get there, the cops are like, wait, just lay it on the ground, sir. It's like, put your hands behind your back, and they practically put handcuffs on you, and you're just like, wait a second. I'm like, this is not a big offense. What do you think about that? Do you think that cops go overboard sometimes? And I hate this. I'm sorry to say this, but my love goes out to the families of the cops that were shot recently, and it was very sad what happened, and just a lot of misunderstandings and a lot of that's a different subject for a different time. But I just want to say my love goes out to the families of the officers that were shot. And the families of the gentleman that was shot in front of the store. Yeah, goes at both angles, don't you think, Jack?
Yeah, and I feel terrible too because the people that killed those cops, they don't know who they are. They don't know if they're good or bad people. They don't know the first thing about them, and it's terrible that they would. It's like racism. They killed them just because they're cops, and that's just absolutely absurd. But that being said, I think cops do overstep their boundaries, and they're here to serve and protect us, and they're supposed to be here for us to help us, and sometimes I think they forget that, and they're mean and rude to the general public, and I've been mistreated by police in the past, and part of their job requirement should be that they have to be nice to the public, and even though it is, it's not enforced, and they can step out of line sometimes. With that being said, you do have to be very brave to be a police officer and put your life on the line every day. So I have a huge amount of respect for them for that reason. But it can go both ways. There's all kinds of people out there. So,
Jack, do you agree on this? I was saying to my mom today, I say instead of pulling their gun out, being that solely that could something happen, they should honestly pull out their taser. And honestly, when you hit somebody with a taser, they go down like that. Don't you think it's more respectable instead of pulling their gun out and actually just pulling out their taser? Because when you tase somebody, there's 1% that person's possibly going to die. And wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I do, but I honestly don't even think tasers are necessary most of the time. I think if it's actually a life-threatening situation, I think the taser should be like the last resort. Because if you look at like the UK, their police never use tasers, never use guns, never hardly kill anybody, and I don't know, it's just America's gotten really, really bad, and it's mainly because guns are so easily accessible, so police just figure, all right, everybody has a gun, and it's definitely a flawed system. And I do agree that tasers are better than guns when it comes to dealing with people, but I think that there's always a better way to deal with them than to get physical, even though some people kind of force it upon themselves. But, different situation, it varies every time.
Well, in different situations, like, for instance, if a guy's high on bath salts and he's going nuts, and, the thing is, what do you do in that situation? In my situation, if I could, I hit the guy with the taser and just lock on until he hit the ground. But the thing is, sometimes, when you're in that situation, because, for instance, there was a situation that happened a while back ago where a gentleman was high on bath salts, and he actually, if you remember that story from a while back ago, he was gnawing the face off the guy because he was so high on the bath salts.
That was here in Florida too.
Did that scare you, dude? Did it be like, ugh?
Yeah, it definitely freaked everybody out. It was like everyone in the state of Florida knew about that and was freaked out by it. I don't know. That stuff's crazy. Don't do drugs, kids. It goes to show you'll turn into a zombie. Literally.
You live in Florida. My friend James Worley, he lives in Florida. You want to think about doing some collaboration videos with him. He does videos about homeless lives matter, and if you ever think about doing a collaboration video, you ought to contact him and see if he would like to collaborate with you.
Yeah, why not? That'd be awesome. I'm always happy to, collaborate with anybody as long as they want to have fun and as long as they're serious about what they're doing and they don't take it as a joke, even though a lot of what we do is a joke, but there's still that side to it. You gotta be dedicated. If he's serious about it and, he's making a difference, especially in the homeless community, I'd be happy to. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, he's a pretty serious guy. He started up the website Homeless Lives Matter, and he has been directing the website, and he has been trying to, show people that homeless people do matter. When you walk past a homeless person, you shouldn't just, walk past them. You should get to know them a little bit and get to know why that person is homeless and maybe try to help them maybe. And he's done that in several cases. He's had multiple situations where he is a good guy, and he's one of the reasons why I met you. Because he actually told me I didn't have Wi-Fi at the time, and James comes up to me and says, "Tommy, I just want to let you know that Jack JoogSquad wants to meet up with you." And I'm like, "What? Who wants to meet up with me?" And he's like, "The guy who made the video about you." And I'm like, "Are you serious? He wants to meet up with me?"
Heck yeah, I did, man. I was looking for you at playlists for the first day and a half.
Oh, jeez, you should have been tweeting me, dude. Because James was, at the same time while you were looking for me, Harley and Mornstein was looking for me too, and it was insane because I kept missing him. And if I had known that you were looking for me, we would have tried to look for you too.
Oh, sorry, but those events always get so hectic. I just figured I'd run into you soon enough, and gladly we did. We got some nice lunch together too.
The funny thing is, I actually ran into your brother, and we said JoogSquad, and he turned around, he looked at us, and he gave me a tiny pot. And he said, "Would you like some pot?" And I said, "Sure." I said, "Sure." And he gave it to me. And I just started laughing. I'm just like, what the heck is this?
That is awesome, man. We were having a fun time. Playlist was great.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. I hate to bring up sour moments, but that dude, I still like that moment. When Jack, here's what happened. Jack gave me a golden ticket to get into Universal. And the thing is, with Universal is you have to be a registered YouTuber. Fortunately, I wasn't a registered YouTuber. And I walked up there and I'm like, "Yeah, somebody gave this to me." And they're like, "Sorry, sir, you can't come in. You can't go because you're not on the list." And I'm like, and I fell apart. Jack didn't even tell you. I was whimpering on the phone. I had to get escorted out of the building. I was just really depressed at that moment. I figured maybe if they have the heart, maybe if they think, okay, this guy, we don't want this guy crying in front of us. Okay, just go anyway. Move. Nope, that didn't work. No, that didn't register. And then they just said, "This guy's crying in front of us. Get him out of here. Tase him. Shoot him."
Hey, nobody gets into Universal their first year, though. I can guarantee you'll be locked in next year, though.
We'll see. We'll see if I'm even a twinkle in YouTube's eyes.
It was still a fun event, though, man. It's cool meeting all those people.
Yeah. With you being a registered YouTuber, was there a lot of YouTubers that you had to meet that I didn't exactly get to meet? Exactly. What would you say are their personalities? What was your opinion of their personalities of those YouTubers? The YouTubers that were paid to come there, because that's what YouTubers are. Is no offense to them, they worked to get paid to come into those conventions.
I've yet to get paid yet. That would be nice. I can't wait until they start paying me to go there.
Really?
I think it'd be cool to get paid to go to a YouTube event. That would be to get flown out. You don't got to pull money out of your pocket. And the thing about those events is they make so much money off tickets. They should be paying for all the YouTubers to come out there. Put it back into the community.
Yeah, because here's what happens. Here's the sad expression. If you have lots of grapes on a tree, you're plucking those same grapes off, and you put them in your basket, nom, nom, nom. You actually want some variety. You want some num-nums that are good.
Hold on one second. My internet's cutting out.
Hey, Tommy.
Yes.
Turn your bandwidth down, brother.
Yeah, because I can hear you perfectly, Hams, but I can't really hear Tommy right now.
Tommy,
My
your
bandwidth
internet is really bad.
Okay, just a second. How about
Can
now?
you hear me good, Hams?
Yeah, man, you sound great. Your perfect connection is amiable.
How do I sound?
More copacetic now.
Pacific, I look like I just took a gigantic dump on my Google Plus screen.
Is that the lowest the bandwidth will go, Tommy?
There's one more bar, and that's pretty much crappy right there. I feel like if I went down to that bar, I would just be shooting myself in the foot on my.
Well, here's the thing. We're having a lot of terrible storms in the area. Hail, thunderstorms, wind, tornadoes, all sorts of stuff. And so, you might have to shoot yourself in the foot just so we can hear what you're saying, dude, because right now I can see you a little bit, but if you go to that lowest setting, it'll probably turn your camera off, but then we'd be able to hear you pretty good.
Okay, can you hear me now, Jack?
Yeah, it's better than it was.
I could barely even see Jack since I turned it all the way down.
It's okay. It's for the better, man. We're trying to just do this for the viewers.
Well, okay, I'm sorry. I have to turn it back up. Jack, okay, here's a funny question. If you could pick any YouTuber to throw down a flight of stairs, which YouTuber would you pick to throw down a flight of stairs?
Ooh, that's a tough question. Probably either OcTV or SoFlo Antonio.
I don't know any of those YouTubers.
They're bad. They're the king of stealing people's content and making fake pranks.
Wow. So it sounds like you'd be doing it for a good reason. Be throwing them down the stairs. What would be the last words that you would say to them before you threw them down the stairs?
Probably hasta la vista, baby.
Boom.
It's not a tumor. No, it's not a tumor. Oh, my God, Jack, the other day, I was making a joke. I said, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he goes to the doctor and he's like, how are you doing today, doctor? And it's just like, well, Arnold, we got some bad news. What is the bad news? What is the bad news? Will you have a tumor? No, it's not a tumor. It's not a tumor. It's not a... Wait a minute. I smell onions. I smell everything. It's a tumor. No, it's a tumor.
Oh, well. Yeah, man, I got a big Arnold Schwarzenegger poster in my room right now. I'm all over it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what is your all-time favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
Mine?
Yes.
Oh man. Probably just the Terminator. I don't think you can really outdo Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Terminator.
Have you ever seen The Last Action Hero?
No, I have not actually. I've heard about it though.
If you want to check it out, it's really funny. It's a lot of it's like an action parody movie of different parodies on action movies. Excuse me. A lot of parodies and goof ups and stuff like that. Um,
I'll definitely check it out.
One of the funniest lines in the movie is like, "Are you a farmer? Here's a couple of acres," and he nails a guy in the balls, and he goes flying.
Okay, yeah, Predator. There you go. That's a good one too.
You're one ugly frig.
What about Junior, where the guy's pregnant? Come on, for crying out loud. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the first pregnant man of all time.
Come on, Hobbs. You don't even include that as an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. That wasn't really, it was kind of weird.
Tommy, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to Tenny over here because your internet connection has had too much drink Your internet connection is tipsy. It's sideways.
It's all drunk right now.
I can't help it. I'm sorry. Like my Wi-Fi is
Your
crap.
camera off. Turning your camera off will help a lot. Even if you don't turn your bandwidth down, if you just turn your camera off, yeah. There you go.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh, it sounds
No one
beautiful.
can see.
Oh, beautiful though. The sound quality.
Oh,
Definitely sounds better.
It's
Maybe we'll
luscious.
try it again in a second with video.
jeez, that's sad that I can't show my beautiful face.
Hey Tommy, you mind if I regress a little bit and touch up on something you mentioned earlier?
Sure, what's that?
What do you think about the fact that, one of the shooters in the Dallas, Texas situation was a U.S. Army trained sniper?
I kind of think it's interesting at the same time because it's like, in that reality, it's like, okay, anybody, we have all these soldiers around us, but at the same time, are we, we training the right people? And sometimes I think that it's the media that does it to these people. The engineers are soldiers, and they see so much economy in our society. And I think what happens is that the media just molds these people, and they snap. They just honestly snap. What do you think, Jack?
Oh, I think that's really tough question to answer because the media can make anything, like one thing look like another, make it look however they want. They can take your words and twist them, and they can take stories and change them, and they can fabricate false facts, and it's really hard to just to feel like you have the 100% story when it comes to something like that.
Yeah, because a lot of times with the media, I said this the other day. I don't know if you saw one of my videos. They keep putting on the fact that they didn't say they were human beings. They said there was people in a gay bar, and that they were shot, and that's all they focused on. And I'm like, wait a minute, why don't you focus they were human beings? The innocent people were shot. Mothers, children, women were inside there. No, oh yeah, homosexual men were shot inside of a bar today. Well, there was a video of a girl inside the bar, and she shot a video of the whole situation, and she was shot and killed. I didn't hear them talking about her, and I have nothing against homosexuals and what they do in their lifestyle, and nothing against them at all. And the thing is, but the media focuses on the anonymity of somebody, because you'll hear a story: a black man was shot today. And instead of saying a man was shot today, they focus on the anonymity of the person in the media, and that's what aggravates me about the media, is how they focus on the color of somebody's skin. They focus on the anonymity. If they said, okay, a cross-gender was killed today, in a car accident, or he was beat to death by another man, or something like that, and it's like, wait a minute, you mean a human being was beat to death today by another human being? And that's how the media tries to spice things up. They try to sell crap sometimes, and I think it's personally ridiculous how you could do that to somebody. How
I
the media
agree.
just...
It's dehumanizing.
Yep, it is. It's like, yeah, it's exactly dehumanizing. That's the best way I could put it too.
Dehumanizing, and we have to stop focusing about genders. We have to stop focusing about colors and ethnicities. We have to start focusing about people are human beings, and that we're all different. We all have different characters. We all speak differently. We all making this joke. We all fart differently. We all put our pants on one leg at a time, unless you're somehow amazing somehow. And you can just jump into your pants, which, folks, I dare you to make a video of you trying to not put your legs on one. Okay, hold on a second.
What the heck is going on here?
Okay, I'm saying make a video of you trying to put your pants on without putting your pants on one leg at a time, just at one time. See if it's possible to put your pants on all at one time.
Oh,
Instead of
both legs
one.
at once, the left leg and the right leg at
You
one
just
time, like
jump,
just jumping
basically,
into the
essentially.
pants. I don't want to see that
Jack?
video, Tommy.
Jack, I want to challenge you to do that. Get a
I'll
bunch
do
of
it
your
on the
crew members.
trampoline. That way I'll get more hang time.
And it doesn't matter what your animicity is when you do it, or your. I think you mean ethnicity, Tommy. But I was gonna say, does it matter what kind of hats people wear, Tommy? I know we should focus on their humans, but what if they wear fedoras or a trilby, instead of wearing like a beanie? Isn't that an important thing about a person? What kind of hat they wear?
No, it just matters that they're human beings, and people. I said different people are different, and people wear different things every single day.
Well, I like how you started that sentence with the word no, and we're trying to stay positive here. So if you could just not use the word no at the beginning of a sentence next time, if you could just say, "Well, Hamza, this is the way I feel about it," and just don't use the word no at me. It makes me, I get offended, and I start to feel like I have this scorn for you. I don't want to scorn you. You're my friend. Does that kind of thing ever happen between you and your friends, Jack? Like, I mean, people that you're closely associated with every day. Like, you guys ever have little quarrels where you're just like, "Hey, man, don't talk to me like that."
Of course, yeah, and it's better to be said because it just shows that you're real about how you feel, and if you hold it back, then it's gonna sit there. But if you can approach it in a way where you're trying to put it behind you, then you both will gain experience from it, and you'll just become stronger people, in my opinion, if you can overcome little stuff like that without getting too upset.
So totally, like, express yourself.
Exactly. Nothing should ever be kept inside. We all got to be honest with each other.
Now, Jack, me and you have talked before. We've talked over the phone. We talked at Playlist Live. Can I share one of the things that you shared with me at Playlist Live that I thought was very interesting about how people see you? Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Jack told me when people see him, they think him as a stoner. They see him as an island person. And Jack is not like that. Jack is a very positive person that just wants to, have fun with pranks. And am I right, Jack?
Yeah, have fun. Exactly. That's what we live for.
And basically, I watched your video last night. What does JoogSquad mean? And it cracked me up. It just made me laugh. And by the way, I would love some stickers. By the way, I was kind of confused on how to get stickers, but I would love.
Just DM me your address, and I'll send you a whole box of stuff for you and Hans.
Well, actually, you could check my P.O. box on my YouTube. I have a P.O. box.
That's perfect. I didn't know you had one, but that's even easier.
If you send a couple of hundred, here's what I'll do. I'll promise you. And in the mailbox Monday, I will put every individual sticker that you just put in rubber bands, and you put a couple of other stickers. I'll put every single sticker that's inside that rubber band on Hamza on mailbox Monday.
Oh man, we're getting some pranks coming.
That ain't cool, Tommy. What are you talking about? That ain't cool. Putting rubber bands on me, man. I'll get the fly swatter on you.
No, stickers, Hamza.
Fly swatter?
Oh, you gonna put? No, I wish I should probably get one of those. If someone could mail one to us for Mailbox Monday, I will put a battery in it and zap Tommy.
Oh man.
It's karma, Tommy. You want to put stickers on me, man? I'll put a zapper on you.
Hamza, you better be careful. I might take that thing and put it in a place where it don't shine, okay? And turn it on full blast.
Oh man, no. If I see it and I put the battery in it, I'm not gonna let go of it. Ain't no way you're gonna get it. You're gonna have to get your own. It's like Mario. You gotta have your separate controller to be player 2. Mario doesn't hand the controller to player 2 to let
Hamza,
player 2
just
play.
remember, you aim a weapon at me and it's in my general direction, I may turn it on you and may use it on you, okay?
Why would I point a weapon at your genitals directions? Speechless, huh, Tommy? I hear you.
You're despicable. If you think about me and Hamza are like, I basically, okay, I guess I'm Daffy Duck, Hamza's Bugs Bunny, and it's kind of like duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season, fire!
I'm more chill than that. I'm just like, what's up, Doc?
Alright, so 1 electric bug zapper to P.O. Box 1163, Black Mountain, North Carolina.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you so much. That's so nice.
What?
Oh, Jack. And folks, just to let you know, at some point, Jack might be making, just to let you know, I don't know if this is going to happen or not, but hopefully in the future it's going to happen. Jack may be coming here to Black Mountain, and we're going to have another episode of Tommy Talks where Jack is here live in my room.
Hey!
Oh, Snapman, you can show him your posters, man.
I definitely want to, and we're going to be in Outer Banks, North Carolina soon, so we'll see what we can do. Pierce, I'm doing an interview. Let me give me a second. Exclusive
Dude!
interview. We got to be on top of it.
Yeah, it's like, dude, come check this out. I have a, it's like, I can picture that conversation. Dude, come check this turd out. This is totally awesome, dude. It's bigger than yesterday. Dude, I'm doing an interview with Tommy and 612. Okay, man, you're lost.
Hey, Tommy, do you remember one of the first times you went and did stand-up comedy? One of the comedians that went before you was like, yo, he said kind of a bit just like you just said. He's like, I looked down and I was like measuring the size, and then he's like, I felt like I was ready for jail.
Dude,
It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible, man. But yeah, we've got a lot of zip lining around here. You know, if you can make it over to the western North Carolina mountains after the Outer Banks, man, we could go zip lining or tubing in the river. There's all sorts of cool stuff up here in the mountains, man.
I would love to. That would be so sick, man. Zip lines are always fun. I got one in my backyard, so I'm a fan.
Sweet.
I'm always scared of zip lines. I've always been like scared of the zip line because I'm like always scared that I might get scared too early and then I might have that moment where I meet a tree and it's like, of course, if my camera was on, you could be like, here's a tree, here's me, like. Sorry. Okay, folks, for a second, just close your eyes. I want all my viewers to close their eyes real quickly. Picture this, me in a three-piece suit on a zip line going down the hill, and all of a sudden here comes a big tree, and it's like kind of like pointed a little bit, and all of a sudden Tommy comes through and it's pointing up. Tommy's got his legs split, and then
I hope you don't mind. I'm sending a couple of games to your P.O. box for you guys to play.
Oh, snap, games?
Yeah, they're pretty funny games, too.
What kind of games are those? Are they PC games or PlayStation 4 games?
Are they board games?
They are not electronic at all. They're physical games, but they're really funny and they're harmless.
Nice. This is going to be a good episode of Mailbox Monday. Pie in the face?
Oh my gosh, there's a game. I saw it at VidCon on one of the blogs. They've actually had a setup.
Might get that one. I'm not going to say too much, maybe.
Oh my god. Oh, please don't send us the alligator with the razor sharp teeth. Please
I'm
don't
not
send.
sending you that one, but I'm sending another one.
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win.
They should be there on Monday, so that's when you guys do your video, right?
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
Just do it in the afternoon because I'm not sure when it's going to show up.
Well, here's the thing, Jack. You know, the thing about it is, it's you mean next Monday, because the thing is, today is today's Friday, and tomorrow is Saturday, and then tomorrow's Sunday. So how would you send something out if the mail? Blah. Okay, just a second. If the post offices are closed, you mean you mail it out next?
No,
next.
The 11th, so 3 days from now it says it'll be there.
Wait a minute, you already sent it?
Yeah, no, I already sent it.
Welcome to the internet age, pal.
Yeah.
Wow. So you knew you knew you were gonna send me this package full of ensemble games.
Well, I'm also an Amazon Prime member, so that helps too.
Oh, jeez, that ruins it, Jack. You could have put a bunch of JoogSquad stickers on the board game.
Don't worry, you're getting some JoogSquad stuff anyway.
Oh God, Jack. If I could give you I think I gave you a hug at playlist. Did I?
Yes, you did. Yeah, before we departed, we got a hug in there. If I meet Keemstar, I'll slap him. Someone just commented. That's pretty good. Keemstar doesn't really need to be on YouTube anymore when it comes down to it.
I seriously doubt that's Keemstar, because Keemstar doesn't really comment on people's channels, really.
No, somebody was talking about him is all.
Yes, somebody in the chat said they were going to slap him if they ever meet him, Tommy.
Well, here's the thing. Keemstar is a human being, and people make mistakes, and Keemstar has gotten on his knees and he has apologized to the community, but the community just won't accept it. And people
does that ring any bells, Tommy?
Oh, you mean how I've apologized to the internet for my mistakes and they won't accept it?
No. Like, has anyone ever apologized to you and you felt like it wasn't quite heartfelt enough to accept? Anybody in particular?
Well, that's for closed door conversation, Tom. So.
I see. I'll just leave it alone.
Yes, Hans, you better leave it alone. You ever seen a human? Hey, Jack, you ever seen a human being turn into an umbrella?
No, I have not. Cannot say that I have.
Well, the way Hans is acting, you better be careful.
Hey, man, if I turn into the umbrella from Batman Returns, the one with the penguin, was that the one with the penguin?
I'm guessing.
So yeah, the penguin had a machine gun umbrella. So if I turn into an umbrella, I'm gonna be going off like that.
Now, Jack, I understand you said you had some questions for me. I would love to hear these zaniac questions you have for me.
Well, okay, first one's simple. What made you start making YouTube videos?
Well, back in the day, when I first started here on YouTube, I remember when it was simple, and I barely made one view. And my mother told me that I should make music videos. And I said, Boss Diggity, I'm going to make vlogs and try to be successful here on YouTube. I'm Jibbity, I'm Ping.
Oh, hey man, you're having fun with it though, and I think that's why anybody who makes YouTube videos does it.
Okay, what's your other question, Jack?
What is the best thing that YouTube has done for you?
It's connected me with a lot of people. A lot of people that I love to this day, and a lot of people that I would have never met if it hadn't been for YouTube. A lot of people
I agree, man.
A lot of people that I've had quarrels with, but if I hadn't met those people on YouTube, I would have never had a quarrel with them. I would have never had a personal connection with them. And a lot of those people have been in my crew. A lot of those people that I'm sorry to for what stuff has happened. We've patched things up. We've had things happen, falling outs, coming back ins, and I hope that my friends, my past friends, and because of YouTube, I thank you, YouTube, because you gave me the platform to speak and talk, and you gave me something that I can never repay YouTube back with, because they gave me something, a connection, a collaboration. It taught me about vlogging. It taught me about everything I know today.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's meeting friends that you'll be friends with for life is pretty insane. And I can say the same about YouTube. You know, I've met some people that I feel like I'll be friends with for a really long time. That's pretty cool.
Okay. So what's your other question, Jack?
Would you jump off a roof onto a trampoline full of mousetraps?
Don't lie, Tommy. Don't lie.
And if you wouldn't for free, how much money would it cost you?
Honestly, I have to answer this.
We could meet with our financial advisors and then get back to him, Tommy.
Okay.
Of which I am all of.
Okay. 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 A decent amount. Okay. $2,000.
$2,000. All right. I'm flying a trampoline out to your house, getting some mouse traps, and we're doing it.
What? Oh my.
That's so epic, man, because Tommy lives on the side of a mountain, so if he hits the trampoline wrong, he's going to be flying like way down the Grand Canyon.
Or we'll just jump off the mountain onto the trampoline.
Oh God.
All right, I got another one. What's the number one YouTuber that you have not met that you would like to meet?
I would say that would be Mark. No, wait, just a second. No. That would be. Oh shoot, the Nostalgia Critic.
What was that?
The Nostalgia Critic.
Oh, okay.
Doug Walker.
Yeah, Doug Walker. I got you. That's pretty. What do you like about him? Like, what was your favorite thing you've seen from him?
Doug Walker's the man. Well, he's the first person that inspired me to be a YouTuber. I can't get emotional about this. I say, okay, here's the thing. I say 3 people have inspired me to be who I am today, and I'm going to tell you who those people are. 1, Doug Walker. 2, Chris Pirillo. And 3, Cool Duder. I would say in between, actually, no, wait a minute. If you think you put in order the way of my career and how I started, Cool Duder was first, Chris Pirillo was second. Because I found Cool Duder first, I found the Nostalgia Critic first, and then I found Cool Duder because I was looking through movie reviews, and then a couple years later, I was getting into the vlogging scene, and I found Chris Pirillo with doing some of his vlogs.
That's awesome, man.
If I got to meet Doug Walker, I could cross it off my bucket list. I've met I've met 2 men that have inspired me, and honestly, I've met another guy that I just recently have known about, but I really do look up to him, and I really do. Of course, but Harley Morenstein also. Like, I really admire Harley Morenstein for being such a professional with his business and being the only Jew, and he says this, being the only Jew that eats bacon, and that the fact that a Muslim makes him breakfast. Now, don't hold that against me, folks. Harley Morenstein says this in his video for Epic Mealtime, in his description. He says, I'm the only Jew that eats bacon, and I have a Muslim that cooks bacon for me. We've changed the cooking game.
I think you get it twisted a little bit. He says you're watching a Jew eating bacon cooked by an Arab. I don't think he claims he's the only Jew that eats bacon, but he just says I'm a Jew eating bacon cooked by an Arab on YouTube. You know.
We've defined the cooking game. And the thing is, me and Hamza I've quoted something for me and Hamza now. Since we did the Food Dude Review Crew, I said me and Hamza had defied the reviewing game. We've come back. We've made the reviews. We've done the deals. We met with the owners. We've done the reviews. We stuck the food in our mouth. We
slapped the waitress on the booty cheek.
We did that also, but we respectfully said you look lovely today. But the thing is, we are the Food Dude Review Crew, and we had defied the reviewing game.
Her apron did say, if you enjoy the food, smack my booty cheeks.
What's your other question, Jack?
I think that was my last one, but I can always come up with more.
Hey, Jug is a made-up word. Do you make up any other words while you think of another question for Tommy? That I just want to interject that. Like, I mean, Jug was a fictional word. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Have there any other times happened in life that you came up with a word, or someone you know came up with a word?
Yeah, you know the word bumbaclot, and it's a Jamaican word.
Oh, sure, it's all over Shadas.
Yeah, exactly. Shadas, great movie. My friend started calling my friend Stick Buggies in a lot of my videos. He started saying Bimbleclard. and that's just like another way of saying like kook or like poser. So that's kind of caught on around here, and everybody's going around calling each other bimbleclards now.
Now, now, Jack, me and Hamza, we created a word a while back ago, and you could actually find it at Facebook.com.
Schlumbondi.
No, it's called Boontini.
I thought it was Boonjalandun.
No, it was Boontini.
Are you sure?
I'm sure it's Boontini.
Lumbundini.
No, it's Boontini.
I thought it was Schlumbadin Schlombadon.
Dude, I'm gonna freaking mute you if you keep running your mouth.
Schlondi. All right, that's right. Okay, so everybody look up Bloonstulin, Blanstulin. That's the word.
No, look up Boontini. Facebook.com/Boontini. And
fist pump the air and run around.
Yeah, we've.
What did you say it is? Boontini?
Boontini.
I'll put it in the chat. It's Boontenie. Boontini.
Boontini. Not Boontine, but Boontini.
Boontini. All right, that's pretty
Boontini. You stick your fist in the air and you dance around and you say Boontini, Boontini. Or you can say it any form. Dude, I just came out. I had the most amazing Boontini. Dude, I just ate the most amazing Boontini. Oh my gosh, the most amazing Boontini happened to me. What are you talking about, dude? Boontini.
Hey, well, let's get on another subject and wrap it up because respectfully, I do have to go to my office and get some editing done because I got to get a video up tomorrow. But I want to do this again soon, guys. This has been awesome. We might as well hop on here like every now and then and just chat it up.
Thank you, Jack. I really do appreciate that. And okay, what's your?
Can we do some questions from the audience at the end?
Sure. What's Hamza? What's some of the? Is there any questions in the audience from the?
You guys want to ask some questions? Throw it in the comments, and Hamza will toss them in there for us.
Yeah, as long as it's not from anybody that's talking smack, man, because I'll electronically have to mentally send them a smack of karma right to the jaw.
Harry Winter, thanks for watching.
You know, I wish that there was like a machine that you could use over the internet for trolls. And honestly, every time somebody makes a comment, it has an attachment, a unit that's connected to every computer. And every time you make a stupid comment and you read that comment, you just basically stick your hand down here, you jostle around, and then you turn it on, and there's like, and on the other end, there's this gigantic laser hand, and it just kind of gives them a jostle a bit, and they're just like...
So are you saying, Tommy, are you saying if you could have any superpower, that's what your superpower would be?
No, I'd have a Super Saiyan ability. I'd have every single Super Saiyan ability. So I could fly to that person's house, and then fly down and grab them, and then throw them up so high in the air and be like, now what was your comment again?
Oh,
so you would use superpowers to get back the troll comments? What about you, Jack? If you could have any superpower in the world, what would it be and why?
Fly. And it's kind of self-explanatory. One, I could go wherever I wanted, and two, I could go to the best wave breaks in the entire world, and I wouldn't have to paddle out. I could just fly out and go out to the back of the waves and catch good waves.
Now, Jack, aren't you scared about sharks? You know,
not at all. Sharks are the last thing you think about when you're raised around the ocean.
Bro, I used to have this dream where like I would be like really high up in the air, like maybe a mile, and I'd be falling down towards the ocean, and I'd get so fast, like just faster and faster and faster, and I'd hit the water, and it'd slow me down, and I'd go all the way to the floor of the ocean, and then I would jump up like super powerfully and go through the water into the sky and do the same thing over and over again. I think I'd like wake up having a heart attack.
Jeez.
It was like some of the coolest looking visuals, though, of like any lucid dreaming of all time, man. I mean, it was
I've had
unreal.
some insane, awesome lucid dreams. I love dreams, man. All right, wait. Somebody just asked. Two people asked, "Is the ding dong ditch fake?" No, absolutely not. I don't think that there's like any way to fake that unless you had some really good actors. Yeah, to be honest. That guy attacked me, tried to steal my camera, called the cops, showed up at my house the next day, gave my ghillie suit back. Like, that was not fake. And nothing I've ever filmed prank-wise has been fake like that. So, yeah, no way. If you can prove it, let me know, but you will never prove it because it's not fake. So.
Somebody's asking if you're an albino Rastafari.
I am
Actually
neither.
spelled it like that. Rasta
I'm
space
actually
far.
Cherokee Indian. I'm not albino, and I would not consider myself a Rastafari. Just because I have dreadlocks does not mean I'm a Rasta, and dreadlocks actually originated in Africa, so no.
Ah, jeez. Let me think here. What's a good question? If you got on an episode of Epic Meal Time, what kind of burger would you make?
Something vegetarian or vegan. I don't eat meat anymore, so um, probably like a salmon burger, because I actually like fish. I still eat fish every now and then. That would be what I'd go for.
Now I have a
Smoked
question for you,
salmon.
Jack. If you came up here to North Carolina, would you check your vegetarian card in and enjoy some delicious wings, chicken wings from this delicious place called the Black Mountain Bistro?
I don't know if I could do that. I'm kind of trying to be.
There's a cool thing around here. There's a lot of vegan restaurants, a lot of vegetarian restaurants. You know, Asheville's a really forward city, and I mean, I guess that means like what, liberal or something, Tommy? I don't know, but you know, there's a lot of different cultures, and you know, there's definitely a lot of vegetarian and vegan stuff, and you can buy products in your supermarket nationwide. Amy's dairy-free ice cream products, which the recipe was taken from a restaurant in Asheville, North Carolina. That's only 10 minutes away from here. So you could definitely eat your heart out and not have to break your code, man.
I would be happy. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I don't know. I don't believe in. I don't want to contribute to animals being tortured anymore. And just the whole industry is becoming so bad right now that I just kind of backed away from it, and I felt really good eating only fruits and veggies and greens and no meat. Fish every now and then because I love fish, and at least I'm living in Florida. I know it's locally caught, and the fish lived a good life, and it wasn't tortured or kept in a cage, and that's different to me because I've been fishing my whole life too. But yeah, I kind
So
of stepped
no
away
farm
from
raised,
chicken.
no farm raised fish.
Exactly, no farm-raised fish either.
Hmm. Now, let me think here. I think that's all the questions I have for you, Jack. But you said you had one more question for me before you left.
I said I could come up with one. Where's one place that you would like to travel?
Belfast, Ireland. Just go to the Harland and Wolff shipping yard.
That would be pretty cool. I've never thought about going to Ireland, but I heard there's good waves there too, so that's cool.
Yeah, honestly, I did a big study on the Titanic when I was younger, as a teenager in high school, and I learned so much about how people are, and like, if you look at the idea of the Titanic and you understand the benefactor of what the Titanic was, it was a symbolism of who's better and who was insignificant. And in that case, basically, the richer people thought that steerage was insignificant. And if you see in that situation, you should pray about people, but the fact is that the people were very selfish, that they were willing to, lock the doors down below and keep the lower deck people down below and let them suffer. And there was children and women and children, and they thought it was more important for them to load up instead of being equals and just opening up the doors and saying, "Hey, come out, come out." Let's share the boats. It was multiple people that were left on the Titanic that died inside of that hull of that ship, that
Yep.
drowned. And as soon as the ship ripped open, like those people were exposed even more to that frozen ice water. They just hear, and then snap. You know, people that just didn't even have a chance. They just froze to death in their bed because there was an elderly couple on board the ship that had been married to each other forever, and they actually stayed in bed and they froze to death together, laying in bed. Now let me tell you something. Now that's love. If you're
Romantic.
willing to sit there with your loved one and then die with them, that's love.
That should be a T-shirt, Tommy. That should be a T-shirt. Like just the two bodies freezing in the bed, like surrounded by cold water, and then it could be you on the back, Tommy NC 2010.
That's love.
Yeah.
That's so cringy, Hamza.
That's so cringy. Is that what you just said? Use the word cringy.
You leave me out of it, and you just put the two bodies laying in bed, and you say that's love.
Yeah, maybe without the freezing water and the drowning part. That just kind of ruins the mood. Wouldn't you say the frigid water, like negative 30 degrees? Oh, that's so romantic. I just hope. Wouldn't you be so lucky to one day do that? It's just, I don't know, man. It's freaking me out. I don't even want to drink ice water.
I have to get home. I had to watch MacGyver. Oh, yeah, I love MacGyver.
Smoke cigarettes and watch MacGyver.
I'm sorry, Jack. This is how it is with me, Hans.
You're good.
I want to say, folks, check out JoogSquad, youtube.com/JoogSquad. And he has, and by the way, I just want to let you know I'll be doing some collaborating with him in the future, maybe on his channel, sometime in the future. Jack's going to come up here, and he's going to come up to Black Mountain. I'm going to show him around. I'm going to give him a little lifestyle of Black Mountain, the front porch of Western North Carolina. And
yeah.
before, I'll turn my camera back on real quickly. And
see if we can get Tommy back in here without it lagging. And thanks for having me on, too. I appreciate it. And, you're being positive. You're doing a great thing. And just keep having fun. That's the number one thing, man. Don't let anybody take you down. Just do what you love.
All right. And as always, folks, I'm Tommy NC 2010, and I'm keeping you on the inside fact. I'll catch you later, folks. Guys, this is JoogSquad. I hope you can stay a little bit, and I'll catch you later, folks. Live here from Western North Carolina. Mwah!
Peace. Crush